Hello, everybody. How are you? You're welcome. Welcome to Let's Talk with Miss V. My name is Felicia. I am your host, aka Miss V, V Pensy. Call me whatever, all things Pensy. How you doing? Or call me Mistress Robinson. I'm just playing. Oh, God. Call me Mistress Robinson, period. Oh, my goodness. I am a kids in court. Did I say that right? Kids in court. Yeah, hello. How you doing? You're welcome to Let's Talk with Miss V. You're welcome, welcome. You guys, I just saw a message from someone I hadn't talked to in, I don't know, years. So I posted, oh my God. So I posted something on WhatsApp. I think I posted that today. But it looks like y'all didn't see it. I'm gonna post that again tomorrow. I'm gonna need y'all to pay attention. Y'all need to pay attention. You're welcome. I'm here tonight. Tonight we're talking about finance, a relationship, and the length of a relationship. Yeah, hello. Hmm, what a day. I don't even know how this day went. This day went by way too fast. Way too fast. Yeah. Why it went by so fast? Tell your friends to tell their friends to tell their friends and their friends to tune in because we're live. Okay. Let me face myself. I won't show you too much. Y'all ain't paying for this. Y'all ain't paying for all this. All this. Oh my goodness. 9 p.m. All right, you guys. Where are my peoples? Where they at? Where they at? Where they at? How's my people doing? I don't know why I'm so excited tonight. You know what? Let me take a selfie while we're live right now. Right now. I'm feeling myself today. You guys, I'm gonna take me a selfie. And you guys, today is my niece's birthday, and I want to shout her out. That girl, she is my baby. I cannot believe she is freaking not 14 years old today. I don't say I'm glowing. I don't know why I'm glowing tonight. I know, right? Thank you so much. Now I was like, let me take a selfie. I'm feeling myself tonight. I'm feeling good. I'm glad you noticed. You know what? You the real MVP. All the people on here don't be telling me that. But you know what? I appreciate you. I don't know. Tonight, what's today? Yes, I think I didn't even get a good amount of sleep yesterday. I went to bed because I was up doing some work. But what's the secret? I think just be happy and find my inner peace. Be happy. Um, no matter what the situation is, just be grateful you're alive. I visited a family friend this evening, who just lost her son. And actually we're around the same age. I think I'm about like 2 years older than them, 2 or 3 years older than them. And as I was driving home, I'm just like, wow, 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 wow. It's a blessing to be alive. So I don't know. Tonight I just felt maybe I did my makeup good too. I don't know. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. But yeah, it's a blessing to be alive. And when I look around myself, I start thinking like it looks like the older you get, the more people die. I don't like that. I don't like that. I don't really like that. That's I don't I don't like that. But hey, that's part of life. That's why every moment of your life is important. But yeah, gonna be burying a young man very soon. And that's sad. But yeah, I don't know. God is the plug. I heard that. I heard that line from somewhere, I think the other day, and I was like, "Ooh, I'm gonna be using God is the plug." Yeah. So let's jump into tonight's topic. Tonight we're talking about finance. Let me go to my note. You always got to be prepared. Always got to be prepared. Okay. I always make a little note to keep myself, on track. But yeah, tonight we're talking about it. What are we talking about? Is financial independence killing the need for long term relationships? I almost want to say yes, but I'll wait to hear from you guys. I think absolutely yes. I think being a traditional, I like to claim I am a traditional Christian woman. I have a little twist, just a little twist of modern in that. But I firmly believe in the teaching and doctrine of what the institution of relationships was to look like. I am fully for that, even though I consider myself modern woman. I know that's confusing, but just know this girl believe in that. Okay, let's jump into that. I have my notes. Yeah, please share the show. You invite people. You support your Gena. You support your Gena. You support me now. You share the show. Let's talk about it. Because all these girls out here, the women out here, they out here. I'm independent. I'm independent. Tomorrow I'm gonna post something very funny for you. I think I should say it right now. People always claim they're independent. I mean, not say people. Women always claim they're independent until their relationship crash and you see them standing in a welfare office for hours. This is not a shade for anybody who's on welfare, please. Just saying, I would rather nurture my relationship most relationship I feel like there is a room that you can actually work it out, but it's just people ego that they don't want to apologize or don't want to seem like, oh, whatever is being described on social media or by their families or friends or whoever they're consulting with. But I truly believe some things that I hear, like there was a young lady talking about how she broke up with her husband because he changed his way of dressing. Like, seriously? Seriously? Have you thought about something called influencing people? You can influence. I'm gonna recommend any young lady who's gonna watch this video. I personally recommend you read this book by Dale Carnegie. It's called Winning a Friend with a Smile. Hey, what's up? What's up? So I will personally recommend this book. Please, I was a nerd. I used to like reading. Now I only read because I have to. Um, I still like reading, but it's not, I've done too much of it in my life. So right now, I only read when it's necessary. But this is some of the books that I've read in my teens year or in college year. Read this book. Anybody. I know I used to be a very, very 100% introvert. And when I went to that seminar with Dale Carnegie for one summer, it changed my entire life. So I'm telling you guys, if you have seen me maybe 15, 20 years ago, you probably be like, oh, that girl too shy. Oh my God. Maybe some people who even know me now, when they see me online, they're like, oh, is that baby Felicia? They're probably shocked because my mom is still shocked that I can even do public speaking. But I'm just telling you guys, if you are breaking up your relationship or your marriage because one, you feel like you're too independent, three, like whatever, or he changed his way of dressing. Um, I don't know. Parents, I just, all these aesthetics things that people are breaking up for, I think it's pathetic. That's my opinion. Whatever. But read this book, Winning a Friend with a Smile by Dale Carnegie. If you don't know who Dale Carnegie is, I need you to go to Google, Google him, Google him, and read about his philosophy. It's going to help you a lot. And then the last part, last advice before the show starts, make sure you read your Psalms and read your Bible because it will help you a lot. Let's jump into it. Welcome, Richmond. How are you? You look good tonight. What you doing?
I'm just in my nightgown.
You look dressed up tonight. Where,
This is
where
what
did
I'm going
we
to
go?
sleep with.
Where did we go today? It's Sunday.
I didn't go anywhere. It was my son's birthday, so I took him out
Oh,
to
it's
Chuck E. Cheese's to
birthday.
have fun.
We got
Yeah,
two birthdays. Today's my niece's birthday too. So birthday twin. Happy birthday. You know
yeah,
what?
and Anna's dad too. I think today is his birthday as well.
Nice. Nice. A lot of November. November has a lot of babies, actually. There's a
Yeah,
lot of people birthdays in November. I'm glad I was born in February because it's special. You guys don't listen to me. I'm just talking a lot of stuff tonight. But tonight, welcome. We're jumping into this topic. Guys, please share the show, invite your friends, tell them we're live, we're here. Last night, we talked about something so important. I hope you guys went back and like even if you have to fast forward it because it's too long, like fast forward it. You need to watch it because there's some of you probably don't know the differences between resume and CV. That was a news flash last night. So y'all need to watch it because it's gonna help you. And we talked about the star methods. If you don't know what the star method is, wherever you're at right now, I need you to stop, go on Google, check it out. We have AI, everything. We might just be here. We look like we're just talking a bunch of nonsense, but we have some sense, little sense, just little. Just type into it and learn some little sense. But yeah, let's try to push this thing. Welcome. Let me be formal today. Welcome to Let's Talk with Miss Fee. Tonight we're asking the hardest questions. I always write these things. and I never followed through with it, you know. So tonight we're asking one of the most shaky question for modern dating. Is financial independence killing the need for long-term relationship? I want that to sink in. I want everybody to think about that. Like men, women, how is that affecting relationship? Because everybody feels like, what is the point? You know, as more people build careers, create stability, support themselves, the role of partnership is changing. Is it? Is that what partnership was for? Financial support? Ah, we're getting to it. You know, maybe our moms would say, but we're no longer entering relationship for survival. Now we're entering them by choice. But what happens when the need disappear? We all need each other, right? What happened when that disappears? So tonight we're going to get into the need and greedy. We are not relationship expert on here. We're just here to share our thoughts on these very interesting, controversial social topics that we deal with on a day-to-day basis. With that being said, welcome to the show. Richmond, I'm gonna let you introduce yourself to the people. We always got new people catching up. Say hi.
How you doing, everyone? I am rich man because I am rich by God's grace,
Yeah.
and it's an honor to be here today. Like she said, a huge disclaimer: we are not relationship experts. We are not licensed in it. All we are doing is just giving our opinion, and our opinion might actually be around the same thoughts that you might have thought about, and it could possibly help you in dealing with whatever situation. So all we're doing is just giving our own thoughts on the topic, and then it's up to you to do what you want with it. So don't go later and then come and try to sue us or anything and say we told you this. No, we did not. We are just spilling our own minds, and then you take it as you please to do what you want to do. Thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy the show today.
Thank you. That was a good one. If you come and sue me, you will feel sorry for me and give me money. You check my account, you'll be like, this nigga is broke. Let's feel sorry
Even
and give
if they
her
try,
$100.
they will lose. Even if they try to sue Seth, they will lose because at the end of the day, there is a huge disclaimer there that is already said we are not experts in this thing. We're just giving opinions. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion.
Right. Freedom of speech,
They
yeah.
will
Freedom of
lose.
speech. But yeah, let's jump
Exactly.
into it. Let's jump into it. Richard, I'm gonna let you start why I share the show. So tonight we're talking about financial independence, how it's affecting relationship. We all know, back then our parents, got married out of, need, stability. You'll see your mom will probably see Felicia and say, you know what? Felicia, my son is a prince, and we think we can help your family. And you look like a good, respectful girl, so we want you to join our family. And of course, it was mostly arranged. You see one old guy. I hope you guys are all watching the media. This whole Regina Daniel thing keep getting into a rabbit hole. It's not. It's funny, but it's not funny because I feel for whoever is involved, especially her at her age. Now the media is learning that she got married at 17. Y'all, let me tell you, when I was 17, I was not even thinking about anything. About her. When I was 17, this girl was trying to graduate high school and get into college and figure out the rest of my life what I want to do. Do I want to run track? Do I want to do like what? Marry who? Grandpa? So, anyways, This is what happened back in the day because they were rich, powerful, and the family struggling. And let's just say I'm gonna use me as an example. Felicia is the gateway to us releasing these poverty. So let's put Felicia in this marriage and she will learn to love him. We will learn to love. Right now it's all about stability. But we're living in 2025 right now. It is not about that. If you make me mad, I don't like the way you chewing that food. Irreconcilable differences. I'm gone. Sorry. Yeah, I don't like it. It don't make me feel good. I gotta go. I don't like this marriage. I'm out. So this is where we're at. Why? I don't have to say the thing. I know I can get a job. I know there's Uncle Sam who I can run to really fast. He'll help me out, get me back on my feet and get my little job and be going and be fun. And I do bad all by myself. Why do I need you? But one thing I feel like a lot of the millennial and Gen Zs are not remembering is the fact that there's that golden age coming where companionship is the key. So let's hear from rich men. What do you think? Financial dependency is it killing long-term relationship? What's your thought?
I would say yes and kind of no. Yes, because now that women pretty much have the opportunity to go out there and hustle, especially with the way society is now, that you have to be able to have two sources of incomes to be able to gain that financial stability to be able to do anything in the house. Women are naturally overachievers. The very moment they start doing something, they are not gonna slow down. Instead, they will even surpass it. It's more like a competition for themselves. So at that point in time, if you have a woman who, prior to even coming to the relationship, already has that financial stability, has everything, be rest assured, she doesn't need you. Men, on the other hand, a lot of times, it's not as if we need that finance. What we really need the women for is we need that companionship. We need someone that we can come back home to. We need someone that will cook a delicious meal and make us feel like we are worth it. But if a woman has that financial stability, at some point it causes her to start disrespecting the man. Because if she has that finance, then what exactly do you need the man for? The man is pretty much useless to you. And especially if he's even making less than you, now you're going to be looking down on him. And then that respect that is supposed to come in is going to go down the drain. So as a result, nobody wants to stay in a long-term relationship that will eventually become toxic. Because if the finance is there on both sides and you guys don't have mutual understanding in order to keep that respect still flowing, then that relationship is not going to last. And now, so many people just prefer to be single because they feel like, what's the need? In this society that we live in, especially now that child support kicks in as well, where women are using child support as a way of their survival. It's driving men insane that now they choose to not even want to have long distance relationship. They feel like if they have their kids, they can have that kid and be paying child support and still have their life. And that way they know they are not bound to you. So they can do whatever they want and not have to deal with a woman nagging in their ears or disrespecting them or anything. Instead, if you disrespect them and you start acting up, they'll just walk out the door and go back to their own house without stress. So yes, that financial thing does pertain to the destruction of the relationship, the long term, and it causes people not to want to have long term relationship because it's become overrated now. You have to truly, like you said, truly want each other for it to really work. Of which, yes, so many of them, especially the women, do want the long-term relationship, but the men are scared now. So they don't feel like it's gonna be worthwhile for them to stay in a long-term relationship because they feel like it's gonna get boring. Because the longer you spend with one person, the boring it's gonna get because they don't know how to spice up the relationship. And women are expecting the males to know all those things that they should be able to understand how to spice up the relationship. My dear, you're wasting your time because we men, our brains are not going to that level. We don't think about all those things. So finance, we think about going out there to go and hustle, but we come back for peace. And if a woman already is doing hustle as well, when she comes back, she will not even want to cook food for you, Seth. She will tell you to go and find cold sandwich or whatever in the fridge. Go and warm up food. That idea that our olden days traditional family, mommy and daddy used to do, where you come back, mommy has already made delicious, fresh made food, where the husband will come and sit down and he will belly full and know that yes, he has eaten the real deal. For where now you don't even see it. So what are you then trying to use to attract the man? You think the finance is gonna be the way? You're wasting your time. Because the way to a man's heart is nothing else other than his stomach. Feed him well, but give him respect, and you've won him over. Anything beyond that, my dear. And now a woman will even tell you, Seth, that you should have a house, you should have this, you should have that. But she herself, to even start with, she doesn't even have one kobo to her name. But yet she wants everybody to have that. Then what makes you think that the man will be interested in wanting to have you as long term? You have become your own financial now. Since you want him to have that, he already assumes that okay, you have put yourself in that high class. So he's not interested. He would rather go and find a Mrs. Nobody, which nowadays, if you notice, rich people will choose to go and find somebody that is in the gutter, a house help. That's the person that they would rather bring into their house because that one has nothing and they know that she will respect him and she will cook the delicious meal that he will enjoy instead of a workaholic wife that will eventually go and surpass the husband and then become a nuisance to the society and be claiming, because that's what we face nowadays. Even though some of the men will not say it, unfortunately, I'm saying it. We go through that headache. If our wives are making money, we are in trouble because it's over for us. So I rest my case.
Good point though, but I have some beef with you.
Of course, there will always be beef. Now. It's like
Good point, but I got some beef with you. We got some fish to fry. No. So I agree with you on so many of those, but I also believe that everything we do as human being, it has to be reciprocated, right? So if I don't know, I really wish like men and women would just sit and just view things differently. So for me, my definition of being in a relationship is like my purpose is to make your life easy and your purpose is to make my life easy. And easy comes with different forms, you know. Maybe you're strong with managing money. I'm weak at that point. Like, I think that's what most people need to do. They need to figure out like what each person is great at, you know. And in my opinion, when you're vetting that person to get married to them, or even like having a really good partnership relationship, you know, because in our African culture, traditional marriage is a marriage too, right? But they're not legally married. So if you're doing that, then that's where everybody needs to figure out what is strong. I think modern relationship needs to have a hard stop. When I say hard stop, I mean like you need to understand how you want to define your relationship. Is it traditional or is it this? And that really make it easy for everybody to understand what their role is. Like I said on here, I am a traditional Christian woman. So I do believe that everybody has a role to play in the relationship. Now, you talk about cooking and all that, right? It is, I just feel like it's a good thing for me in my household. Every week there is fresh food. Believe that. Okay. But that's where we had to have a conversation. I am a workaholic too, but we all have to understand we have our role. Um, so let's talk about Alvin topic here. Comment. He said the problem isn't just the finance. I agree. I think it has to do with who we are as individuals morally. I agree. That plays a huge role. Huge role. I wish you could stay though. Yeah, but I wish you could stay. It's okay. We'll catch you anytime you can. If you have more information out there, please just put in the comment section later on. Like, later on you can put a comment. But thank you so much. I definitely agree with him when he said finance is not just the issue. People having morals is a huge deal for relationship because it literally tells you how your whole relationship is gonna run. Now, when it comes to, feel like every man make this assumption that any woman who make more money than the man is doomed for problem, and I totally disagree. I think there are a lot of women out here. Oh, we lost rich men. I think there's a lot of women out here who make a lot of money and still maintain that relationship and that respect for their partner, which goes back to what Alvin posted saying that morality, like having morals, it plays a key role in that because if you understand what your tradition is and what the structure of relationship or marriage is, then you will be able to have that moral to respect your partner. Um, I'm about to put myself out there a little bit. So when my husband and I first started being together, financially, I made more money at that point, right? I make more money, but it didn't have to do with, and that's back to moral. It's not about, putting him down or whatsoever. We had to sit and define our relationship. Yes, the only reason that I feel like most women end up being very, very disrespectful, and we have the special cases who just feel like, yeah, I make more money, I'm your boss. That's stupid. We have those special cases, but we also have people that make more money that still maintain that respect in their relationship and understand that the man is still the head of the household. It doesn't matter. God didn't structure it in that way for it to be how much money, whoever make the most money is the head of the household. No, that's what the government is telling you on your tax paper saying who's the head of the household. And that whole, we were jumping to that at another topic because that's something that I feel like gets to women's head because they don't understand just because on paper, on your tax paper, your W-2 or whatever, it said the head of household because you make more money does not mean in your actual relationship structure, that's what it means. No. And it goes back to what Alvin posted saying that morals plays a key role into that. It's not just about the money. Because if you have more and you understand what that relationship is and you guys have defined it, then you know where you stand. Now, when it comes to the cooking of the food and all that, I'm a strong believer. I feel like whoever can cook should cook. Whoever know how to cook should cook. That doesn't mean I cannot I cannot work a 12, 14-hour shifts and come home and you eat the last food and you expect me to get home and cook. No. Boil some rice in the rice cooker. Try. It's like a helpmate thing, right? Put some rice. We're African. Put some okra in the rice. Put some pepper inside. Put whatever garden egg in there. Put it in the rice cooker, cook it. So whoever gets home can make something. It's all about trying to balance each other and make life easy for each other. Because at the end of the day, it's not, well, I'm not the cook, so I'm not doing it. or she's supposed to make sure she do that. I feel like that ego thing is what caused a lot of people problem because they have not sat down to have that conversation and really dig deep on what role each person play in their relationship. Because if your expectation is to come home and eat fufu and whatsoever stew or soup that we have in the house, you know how long it takes for somebody to cook African food. It takes a lot of time and energy. I call African food love food. You have to love that person to be making that all the time because it takes a lot of time, energy for it to really taste the way you want it to taste. So when most people, that's why I said Richmond, that's why I said I have beef with you. I don't think it's every woman that makes more money that has, that issue. Some people have underlying issue already. One, they either grew up and saw that, whatever they saw. We all do what we learn, what we've seen, what we're accustomed to. So for me, I already understood that just because right now, at that time when we first got together, at that time, because I've been here longer, of course I'm gonna make more money than you because my field that I'm in. So at that time, we already knew. But sometimes it's also men. Men feel intimidated when a woman make more money than them. They start to feel like, well, the assumptions start to come in, and whatever you think in your head is going to play outside. So then you start using words and say, oh, because you make more money than me. And then now you're putting it in somebody's head. So she feel like she have the authority to rule that over you. So for me, my advice would be, even if your partner make more money than you, don't feel inferior to them because it's not the money that create the role in the relationship, in my opinion. Other people might think otherwise, and that's their business. But I don't think just because I make 20,000 more than you, meaning like I'm in charge of the relationship. No, we are both in charge of the relationship. One, I know my family values. I know what I've been taught. I know what I believe in. So if I don't have that value and that belief system, of course I'm going to. But I also feel like men are also their own devil's advocate because when a woman make more, they start saying, oh, start getting in their head, oh, maybe she's doing it because I don't make a lot of money than her. Maybe I feel like you set your relationship up for failure once you do that. But it should be a two-way street because we live in a modern world where, one, if you are the only one working and I was home, yeah, the expectation, I need to make sure you have a cooked meal every day, every night. It is the expectation. Like, I'm not working. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm taking care of the kids. Kids gotta eat. Like the house need to be clean. That, to me, that would just be the natural expectation. If I was a man and I'm married and I'm working 2 to 3 jobs and I come home, the expectation, my house need to be clean and my kids need to look very well groomed. And if I'm coming home by 7, they should be getting ready to go to bed. Like that, I just feel like that's the natural thing to do because at this point, we're helping each other because I can't be there to be a disciplinary. I can't be there to help with homework. That's why we're in partnership. But if I have to work the same amount of hours, 9 to 5, we're both coming home at the same time, it's best for you to think in a way like, okay, let me help you, you help me, so we can have time to spend some time with each other, right? So, and for me, I'm not bragging about my relationship. I know a lot of things can go south really fast, but something that I really appreciate about my relationship is the fact that we can work as a team. If we have very young children, so if we get in the house, we already have a bedtime set for them. So when we both get in the house together, okay, you bathe, while I prepare dinner, and when they come out, while you're getting them dressed, I'm getting their table ready for them to come eat. I'm looking into the backpack. Like it's a team effort. Like you do this, I do that, you do that. Or if I don't have to make dinner and we already have leftover that we're eating, okay, I'll be warming it up. Once one person is done taking a bath, I'll be putting their pajamas on them. And then when I'm done with it, you could take a bath. I It's like it's a communication thing. And I feel like a lot of people don't have that, and they're using that finance as a way to control the relationship, which is having issue. But I've talked plenty. Let me give you the flow to counter some of the things I just said.
Yeah, well, I did listen to a lot of the things that you said. Like
Mm.
Alvin stated, yes, it is a moral thing. It's not all about finance. But in this society that we live in, sure, your relationship turned out to be amazing. The communication and everything worked out well. But there are also women out there that the very moment, like I said, it's more of a competition against themselves. If they make this
Right.
amount of money, they are eager to make the next amount of money. And then they fail to understand that we have an agreement on we are going to do this thing together. We are going to put this finance together. Instead, in their own head is you go to work, all the money that you make, you use it to pay the bills. I go to work, all the money that I make, I get to use it to do whatever the heck I want to do. And then they fail to understand that you're basically killing the man. Then what makes you think that the man would then want to have you? At that point, he has already looked at it as okay, if you cannot help out with the financial responsibility to also ease off the burden because you're supposed to be like a helper, it's not as if they're asking. They don't need to ask you. You should use your initiative to know that, okay, I am also having to do this because, like you said, you come back and then you guys come back from work together and then you agree to you will do this. He's doing that. That's understandable. That is a partnership. But even with that, the finance aspect too, as a spouse, you would want to come and, as a wife, you want to come and help your husband too. You will see him struggling. You shouldn't sit down there and keep on watching him, and then you want to see him depressed and all the way down for you to now excel in your own, just for you to, because you feel, because women have this insecurity. They believe that the man can easily dump them at any given time. So at that point in time, they want to save up as much money as they can, which thereby means screw up the man's life to benefit yourself.
Which
It might
that's
not be
that's
like that
a
for you, but it's like that
huge
for others.
that's a huge problem. I find that to be red flag. And I think any man who's going to a relationship, you definitely need to ask a woman mindset on that money management issue. I think that's where a lot of people don't understand. So I like to use myself for an example because I feel like in my household, we made that very clear, like very clear. Like whatever I make is for the family. Whatever you make is for the family. We're going to sit down and talk about this account. And if right now you have some spending issue, we need to discuss that right now. Like right now, we need to talk about it. That's something that we sat down because I feel like if you're, hey, welcome to the show, Peterson. Yeah, I feel like if I'm going to leave to go to work, that's a family time. Because once you decide, I get it if you're a boyfriend, girlfriend, or partnership, whatever, you're living together, and you don't feel comfortable with sharing your finance with your partner. I don't know why people even stay in relationship if you're not comfortable sharing like finance. Like that's a it's confusing to me. Like I would hear somebody say, I've heard this plenty of time in our community when someone they're legally married, the person will say, yeah, I have my share of the rent of the bill. And I'm like, what? What are you guys, how are you guys living? Like, what? What is going on? How?
Exactly. That's the society we live in. So
But
that's why I
that's
was
so
looking.
wrong. That's
Thank
why
you.
a lot of people have money issue. Because if you and I are married, why am I living like a roommate? That's a roommate conversation. Like, why do we not have an account You don't trust me with money, but you trust me to have my body? Like that's bizarre. Like
It's the same way the women do as well. The women don't trust their husbands with the money, so they will hide it. And what do women mostly do with the money? They'll go and buy fake attachment, of which the hair that they're even spending other millions of dollars for human hair is coming from the same India, where India is carrying their own actual hair to come and sell to you for profit. And then they'll go and be doing makeup and lipstick and pancake. The same thing that at the middle of the night, you go and wash off your face. So what's the essence of it? All those things, they'll go and spend so much money on it, and then clothes and shoes. At the end, you go and trash every single thing. So what's the essence? When there's more
rich
important
man,
things,
he's
the
trying
men
to
think
look
about the
beautiful for
future. The
you.
women are thinking about now, to look fancy. Looking fancy for who? You're married now. Your husband is the only person that you are looking you should look fancy for. The rest of it is
Hey,
useless now. It's life, oh.
rich man. Hold on there. What are you talking about? Just because you get married doesn't mean you stop looking good. You always gotta look good for your partner. You know what?
Mm.
But I do understand some people overspend, which is something money management. That's what you need to know how to manage your money. You have to calculate your spending, and you guys have to be police. Over. I have to be able to trust you with money. Jesus, like if I can't trust you with money, you're not great at managing it. You need to put effort in trying to learn how to do it because you have a family and they're going to live. Man, I don't know. I was born in another era. I was born in another era. I don't
So
understand
was
this
I.
stuff.
So was I.
Let,
That's why it became
let,
so
let's,
difficult to
let's
have to
hear
deal with
from
it.
Peterson. Let's hear from Peterson. Peterson,
Hi,
welcome to the show.
thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Fee.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry I've been out for some time now. Thank you
It's
so much.
okay. I know the schedule is crazy. Yeah.
So I just saw the topics. I said, wow, it just get me up. I say, yes, this is a nice topic. Jimmy,
Thank you.
welcome, man.
So Peterson, you are telling us that you choose what topic to come up and
No,
discuss.
no, no, that's not.
No, Jimmy, why are you coming in so hot?
Welcome, Jimmy. I give you welcome here. You gotta talk. So you're looking around, you can see Anna. So that Peterson, you want to start?
Yeah, you want to start with you tonight?
But I said it just caught my attention. I didn't say it was the reason for which I'm here. So that you think catching your attention and being here is two different things. So yeah, so thank you guys.
Thank
Um,
you.
this is a nice topic. To be frank,
Thank you.
it's a nice topic. For me, I look at it from the other side.
Mm,
I always, give the two sides of the story, and sometimes maybe like I don't know what kind of advocacy is that, but I think I look at it from the other side. Totally laying my premise, I really don't like a couple being together and sharing, doing something like hide and seek. You don't want your partner to see your account. You don't want for this person to see this. For that reason, you're working and you try to hide your income. I don't like that. I don't like that. In fact, for my own case, if I take my pay like before when I get money, my wife the one that control that. That's a clear one. I just go for that. I'm not able to hard. That's the first thing. Harding yourself like this. No. The same way when I see any money in the house or anywhere, once I don't have money, I go for it. You ask me, I don't. In fact, strictly that I take it. So that is off that. But this other side of it, I encourage you to have a little bit of privacy for personal activities. There are many times we understand from a negative perspective it create problem for us. So people who watch us, I would like to encourage you be able to be a good planner. That's a word I say when you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. no matter what happens, if you and your wife home, sometimes you will want to, do good. You want to do some extra things. And those things you may want to do, depending on the person you have, may not want that thing to be done the way you wanted to do it. For example, you have some friends. Like for we the male, we have a lot of sometimes you have a lot of things to attend to. Some can be your old school mates, some can be some relatives, some can be, in fact, I would say girlfriends, casual friends. They may want you to help them in somehow, in many other ways. Similar to the lady, she may have some family members, some siblings that may want to always get to her, and she may want to help some people, not wanting to disclose the kind of some assistance. So what I think in my I mean, it's not it may not be what you may want to do as per your situation, but in my opinion, it's good that we have a joint account and you have your own personal operational account. That would be like, I'm working, maybe my income is this. We have what go to our joint account, and you can have something that you want to do anything with. You get a little personal account that you can do anything with. That, in my opinion, it may not disturb our family saving, our family operational fund, our family, whatever stuff. Like for a female, like Richmond was saying, they may like to look beautiful. And, they may like to do a lot of things. And my wife used to like get, how you call it, sepe. Anytime they see something, they want to grab it. They want, where we live now, you would not want for your wife to, every now and then jump into your account, deplete it. But if she get her own operational funds, like maybe say $300 a month, she have it there. She knows what she's doing with it. If a friend asks her if she want to help, she knows what she's doing with it. When that money finish, you know that your family saving, you're not going to go into it to say, oh, I want to take money for that to give it to somebody else. No, that is not possible. But if you say like you want to lock everything in and there should be nothing. That's why people start calling you, that girl is me. That girl, that girl is me. Everything just with the man. Whatever the man says, that what she does. And sometimes they say that guy is me. That guy is afraid of that lady. Only because you guys don't plan. Sometimes if I can have my own like $500 from my own side in my own account, if somebody asks me, oh my man, it's not easy. Okay, I can give you $10, I can give you $20, that is easy. You operate with it smoothly. There is no hinges. But if you lock everything on, you're going to have difficulty to get it off, and you're going to lose your value very soon in the community. The poor little girl who is thinking about different things, people start everything. Oh, my man, if that guy not talk to a woman, he can't give you anything. So I feel that we need to like be a little flexible and plan better to get our home going before we kill ourselves with expectation from public and other stuff like that. That's how I look at it though.
Sorry, I was on mute. I agree with you. I think that's the best way to go. But in our community, oh my gosh, the things I be hearing, I'm like, what? Are they married? Sometimes, like I ask my sister-in-law, she's like, yeah, I just waiting for his share of that. I said, well, share of what? What are you talking about? You guys need to have an account. Put the money there. Like, have your spending money. And if you blow it up, you blow it up. And if somebody, if somebody call me at a certain time of the month, they know I don't have money because I've already shared all. So now I'm broke. I'm waiting for next month. Y'all gotta wait.
At least she even said she's waiting for the share. But a lot of the women that I've come across, they say their own money is their own money.
They do
and the
that.
man's money is
I agree
our
with you.
money,
I
which
agree
basically
with
means
you.
he pays the bills, he does everything, and he should also be giving me allowance on top of my own money that I'm already making.
They do.
That
They
is where
do.
women's mindsets are at.
Yes.
In that case, divorce her. I swear. I'm sorry.
Divorce is
She,
knocking the door.
yeah,
But the
like
funny part is
divorce
they're not
her.
gonna know until they're already deep into the relationship. That's when all this true color starts to really show.
I don't know. Even if I was a man, we get deep into the relationship, we try to fix it, and you don't, and you still have that mindset. I'm divorcing you. I'm sorry. Like I'm out because like what are we building? Like what are we really doing? When what? Let's hear from Jimmy.
Well, thank you very much, lady and gentlemen, for the discussion tonight.
Thank you.
Um, you see, I said this before on the show. Any woman that allows your husband to do everything financially in the home, you have lost 20% of your value in that home. Listen, it is not a man's responsibility to take care of you. It is his responsibility to lead the home. Make sure he provides for the home. Listen, there's this thing in the Western, that is killing more men, and that is the belief that it is the sole responsibility of the man to do everything in the house, pay the bills. And any woman that allows her man to do that, she's killing that man. Listen, in America, now there are two different cultures that we are in. We have the Liberian culture or the African culture. We have the Western culture. In the African culture, the man takes responsibility of the home. And the only reason for that is most families in Africa, only the men's work. So the woman is entirely financially dependent on the man. Unlike the Western culture, where you both have the ability to work. And you sit down there, you say your money is your money, and the man's money is our money. So what happens if the man is in a position where he cannot afford? And most of the women that be doing it, some of them make more money than their husband.
Mhm.
But yet that man, he pay bills for a home that he doesn't sleep in. Because he takes the full responsibility. No. And that's why people don't rush to get into a relationship or don't rush to marry a woman only because you want somebody to be cooking for you in the home, only because you want somebody to be doing your laundry. No, have a plan. Both of you have a plan that, okay, this is what we're going to do at the end of every month, or every time you take pay. Every time we take pay, this is how the money is going to be used. The Bible says two shall become one. So if you are Christian, why now you want to divide it? I always say this: in any home that divides bill, that bill start dividing them.
It's true though, because I would leave. What?
Where you going?
So,
I'm
let, as
quitting.
soon you
I'm
divide,
living by myself.
as
No.
soon you divide the bill start to divide you. So the best thing to do is you put the money together and pay the bills. Now, each person should be allowed to have their own package change at the end of every pay period.
That's it.
You
Yeah.
you manage that. Whatever you do with it is up to you. But what goes into the account, it takes care of the bills, and the other one goes into saving. I will join real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that, Jimmy. I just feel like if you have that much trust issue, there's so much problem in that home.
I
Like,
don't think it's a trust issue, though.
you
Steve.
don't think so?
No, that is ignorant. I mean, trust.
Oh,
That's complete ignorant. Look, when you have trust issue, the first thing once you have trust issue, you're not
mhm.
going to give yourself to that man or that woman. Ignorant come in a
I'm
form
back.
that you will not know that you are ignorant to certain things. That's why philosophers say, he who knows and knows not, he knows. He's a fool. I mean, completely out. But if you know
Yeah.
that you don't know, and you know that you don't know that, then you are willing to learn. So if you can give yourself to a man, if you can get married to a lady, and then feel that that lady you don't trust her with resources, and you are not making effort for her, it means you are ignorant to certain things. That's the problem
Right.
for me. That I'm thinking about it. It's not a trust. It's complete.
I agree. I'm just like the things I hear, I've heard a lot. And
Mhm.
sometimes I'm just like, what? Out here, like, okay, tax season is coming, right?
Hey, hey.
That's the worst time. You can keep that money. Goodbye.
Hi.
Tax season is coming. And you'll see family that have multiple, children, they share the kid. Okay, you file for this child, file for the child, right? And when the money comes, it's like this person's making plan for their tax money, and the other person's making plan for their tax money. I remember my husband and I went to go do our taxes one day. We're sitting out waiting for the guy, and I'm hearing this lady on the phone and her husband sitting on the other side.
Hmm.
I was just like, we're both looking at each other like, what? Our eyes know how to communicate with each other now. So we're just looking at each other. We're out. What? She's planning down her, yeah, oh, my tax money. Yeah, that money is for me. And I'm doing this and that. That man, he's going to do whatever he can do with his. What? I was like, what? We got back in the car and started, like, gossiping about them. I was just like, that's why so many of them get so broke. Like,
Exactly. Say
because,
that's why so many of them divorce quick.
yeah,
That's
because
it.
it's like, okay, you're taking the tax
Okay.
money. You're not thinking about the kids' trust fund. You're not thinking about how to
Yes.
invest that money and make more out of it. Both of you, like, I was just like, our community really need this education, but they would never ever want to listen to it. They would rather want to watch something else. And it's like, no, I understand and I agree with you that it's out of ignorance because some of them don't even know how much their partner made. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. You don't
what?
know.
Yeah, I went to somebody's house. They were having a funeral, and the husband passed away. Everything she was like, "Oh, I gotta check in his phone and call to find out."
Hmm.
What?
Okay.
That's scary. That is scary. How can you and I live in a house? You're my spouse, and I don't know that. No, I need to even know when you go to the bathroom. I need to know that.
Jesus Christ. Okay,
That's
enough
the
of that.
reality, though,
That's
G.
how my eyebrow went up. I was like, what? That's too
No,
much information.
no, I'm just saying, right? That's what makes me like it's just an analogy, right? I need to know these things because especially when you have children, like I need to know how much money you make. And sometimes people don't know, like on your job, you have a lot of benefits. They don't read into it. Maybe your partner can help you pull out what in your benefit package will help your family. Like it's a lot of things people don't really discuss, and that's mind blowing to me. I need to know. Like if you're hiding it from me, you don't want me to know, what else are you hiding?
That's a lot.
Okay.
Welcome,
Can I
Anna. Welcome to the show. Yeah, go ahead.
Hi guys.
You
welcome,
sound
Marcel?
tired. She sounds really tired.
Tell her go sleep. I will talk for her.
Oh
I
Lord.
had visitors and I had to
Oh,
cook all
okay.
day, so I'm tired.
Oh,
Sorry
Okay.
about
So
that.
it's okay. Go ahead. Go
so
ahead, Jimmy.
all right. You see, the issue of financial dependency is a serious issue in African homes. In the Western side, the people share, I mean, they do their things together. When you see couples taking vacation, it's because they have planned together. But in most African homes, the man will take his vacation, he come back, the woman take her own, I call it, she take her own and go.
It's true though.
And man, you,
That one, that's you. That's you.
hmm.
And I see plenty of someone even said planning here on a
Oh my
vacation
God.
for June next year in March.
Look, I'm telling you something serious, my man. I'm
Today,
telling you something
wait, now
serious.
you're not going anywhere. I tell you that vacation you're going to spend it in the house. I can't go where.
He doesn't even know where you going on vacation with who by yourself.
The woman will say, "Oh, I call it a girls. I call it a women. That women thing. She
Girls
called
No,
trip.
you can have that separately. You can have your girlfriends and do that. But you're taking a whole 2 weeks vacation by yourself.
Mhm.
Possible you go nowhere.
Yeah, they do
Where are
it.
Look,
you going?
They do it a lot.
yeah,
That's bad. That's bad. No,
look,
no.
look, look. Most African men having high blood pressure because, hey God, when I'm talking about, when you'll be laughing.
You know
Most
they have blood
African
pressure.
men are dying of high blood pressure because of these things that they are having at home. Because the woman came with a mentality that the man is the man's responsibility to take care of her. But she came to America, she did not adjust herself to where the man and the woman got to work and pay the bills. But she adjusted herself to where, it is all right, over her body. Because here, they said that a woman's body is all right. You see, when we come here, we take the negative things that will separate us and we lead the things that will keep us united. In this culture, not every law that they themselves made, they honor it.
Mm.
You see, here, they say child right, but you know who are victims of child rights?
The blacks,
In our communities.
the immigrant community.
Yes,
Yeah, a lot is happening actually.
yes. You see, so we come here, we forget about where we came from, how we live over there, and adapt to the negativity over here.
Yeah.
Why do you think more white live in homes while more people of our color live in apartments?
They're not working together.
Because we're not working together. You see? And the few of us that are working together here are doing way better than those who are not working together. I don't know why we can't learn from other people's mistakes. You and I, we here to hustle. You have your family back home. I have a family back home. We both have families back home, and we both have a home here to take care of. We have children here to take care of. So why you think it is one person's responsibility to do everything? So how will the person get out to the other people there that that they left back home? Listen, I know a lady here. She and her husband live together. Her husband does everything. That man don't sleep home because he had to work 2 jobs, or 3 jobs. He work one in the morning, and then he goes to another one after that. Then he have a part-time overnight.
Whoa.
And
You can say something. Jimmy, you can say something.
Oh,
Yeah,
please,
whoa,
because
Jimmy.
you don't. That's the thing. You don't know what other people are going through.
you don't know
That's the
what
reason
other
why I
people
was
going
pretty
through.
much telling you exactly how crazy it is.
You don't know what other people
Really?
going through yet.
What Lady is doing? So
Yes, and that wife, she works as a nurse. She all she does is she buy the Gucci bags. She buy her Louis Vuittons. She got her business. She put in her business. She buying things and shipping them to Africa. People selling for what that man here. He can't sleep in his very house that he's paying for.
He better divorce her. If that was my brother, we leaving.
The family have talked. The family have talked. Hey, but I call it that somebody say they cook his intestine with ghee and he ate it.
Oh, come on. I don't believe that stuff. He he
They getting needy.
that won't pass me. That won't pass me. What? So does he not think
Oh my
like,
God.
okay, when I'm at work, how are they even in a relationship?
Oh yeah, yeah. They pass the same
Tell me
way
about it.
we pass. Yeah, and that's
Because
why
that's not a relationship.
when Richmond said,
My
uh,
dear, that's the reason why I'm scared of
yeah, I
nurses.
know.
Anybody that is nurses nowadays, I am scared of them because they are the ones that do that the most. Like seriously, I am seriously scared of nurses because they do that way too much and it's so irritating. Out of my mind.
Hmm.
Good.
I know. That is look, Jimmy, like you said, right? If these things
Mhm.
I know some are happening where somebody is working 2, 3 jobs and these things happen, but it happened on a condition where maybe
Yeah.
the woman has some other, deficiency, and
Yeah.
you say, you know what, I build this relationship for this time. If my partner is not doing well or for any reason, I need to, cover up with
Yeah.
that. With that, I can see. But if you think the money you have is so good, you can invest it, and then you
Mhm.
you 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 sit and look at your fiancé or your spouse to go back and forth with everything, and you sit and enjoy it, that is just being weakness. It's,
Yeah.
What is the difference? What
it's
is the difference between you and witchcraft?
you are just supposed
Yeah.
to buy a witch.
That's
So,
so wrong. That person don't love you at all. I'm sorry.
and I think it was Phil that posted something in our chat room, talk about that guy who went to engage a lady.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm about to drive home.
I mean,
I'm about to drive home.
yeah,
Okay.
Okay, please.
are you not
Okay.
home? Are you not home?
Okay.
Okay, sorry, Mama. Because you're back. Okay, so these are similar things. If you, in a reason, will go on a stage to engage a lady that you never knew
Yeah.
anything about, that she has no idea of what you want to do. Sometimes people sit and say, I want to surprise. Surprise, there is no hint in this
Yeah.
era. This era, we are not talking about those days where when somebody see ring, they are shivering. They just
Right.
want to see that. These days, when a well-landed person see ring, they are not looking at that ring, but they're looking at what is behind that ring. And you just see a lady just came on the stage and you want to surprise her with a ring. I mean, what it tells us, especially with for somebody that you have living with in a house, and that person is kicking you the football, and still
Yeah.
you there. The person is not lacking. The person is capable to work. The person can do everything, but you are going back and forth, working 3 times job to take care of the person while the person is taking her money, investing it into different area. And you said that love? That's not love.
It's not.
You're insane. You are insane. You don't know what you want. So I can just clearly say that. So if a lady is doing that, yes, she's wicked. She know that, but she knows what she's doing. That lady knows what she's doing. She doesn't love you. She may be using you to do different things. The best thing to do, work together and see if you can change, if things can be better. If things can be better, don't keep yourself there. I mean, you waste time.
Move. Oh, I'm always ready to pick up my shoes and run.
Oh
Like,
my God.
I don't like for things to stress me. Like, I will sit there, we'll have conversation. I'll give you opportunity, see how we can work it out. But if I notice you're not even listening to me and you're like, well, you're finding justification while we're having our conversation, guess what? I'm finding my own exit plan to get out. Like, no, because I can understand if the business, both of them create the business, say, okay, honey,
Yeah.
you work while we're investing in the business. I will do this. But even with that, it's not every day I'm going to be working 3 jobs. What happened to the relationship piece of us? Like, how are
Yeah.
you even building your relationship? Or you have children, like for us now, our kids are little. We have to sacrifice a lot of things with our schedule to make sure it work in for the kids to be comfortable with school and all that. You're not doing any of those. You're just like, okay, I'm a nurse. I work, I make 100,000. Richmond, right. I hear them online all the time. I don't like the way he dressed. He got to be tall. He got to make 100,000
You see
because he
that?
got to take care of me.
What is
What? Your
that's
mom and your dad need to take care of you, not me. Like, we're coming together as a team. We work together. If we're building the family thing, we build it together. We're doing business, we do it together. But not where I am working 500 job. I come home, you went and work a 12-hour shift 3 days a week, and you're chilling. You telling me you're going to the Bahamas with friends. What?
That's it.
People are better than me.
That's it. That is completely that's it. That's it. Why? Okay. Why in this world you want to go for vacation here, not in Africa, to say, you know what, you doing this one, I'm going on certain thing, or right here you want to go for maybe some business to a trip somewhere with
Mhm.
people. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
But you and your spouse working, you have a slip to fill in or plan your vacation, and you tell me that you go in May, I will plan my own for June. Are you kidding me? So if you plan your own, if I tell you, say we're planning together, you say no, you plan, okay. So your own, you will be to the house. You will be here. I mean, fair enough. You don't have anywhere. If you have somewhere to go, it means we can take our vacation together. We take our vacation together.
But I thought vacation was bonding moment with your family because you work so
Exactly.
long.
That could be so good. But if you planning that, oh, you know what, we can't go together. Okay, your vacation should be right home, right here. Maybe you take care of the children. You will be right here. You're going nowhere for that vacation. I can't imagine that. I can't imagine that.
So, Peter, let me tell you a funny story, right? So I remember one time I told my husband, I said, oh, I just tested him just to try it out because I heard somebody saying that. So I was like, let me see what he's gonna say. So I was like, you know what? Next year I want to take a 3 week vacation with just me and one of my friends. We just go to the Bahamas. He said, okay, make sure you pack all the kids, all of you go together.
I told my wife the exact same thing. But instead, she said that when she's leaving, she's gonna leave the kids for me. That I'll have to take care of the kids. I just looked at her. I said,
Yeah.
"You must be." I felt like cussing her out that day, but I just said, "Let me hold my tongue." I was like, over my thing. Like, are you kidding me? After all
But
this, my
you're
struggle,
joking.
you're not telling me you're gonna leave the
He
kids for
said,
me to do what?
he said, don't forget your other friends. Your other 2 friends are here. Pack
Mhm.
them. All of you go since you want to take vacation by yourself. Other people, all of you pack your go together. When you come back, I'm taking my own 3 weeks. I said you'll go with them. He said, no, no, no. You already took yours.
Yeah, mine was already telling me. She said next December she's gonna take a vacation by herself. That she's gonna travel to Africa and leave the kids with me. I said, something must be wrong with you in the head. If you think you're gonna leave the kids for who? After all the struggles I'm going through, you're telling me you're gonna leave kids for me to take care of how? How would I take care of them and still do the work?
So let me look at the financial independence as the topic. Of,
Yes, yes, please. We've
yes,
already gone so far.
and yeah, because the topics, the social side of it, it take you away from. I feel the true intention that this could be.
Yes, yes,
Yes, the social side is very negative. To be frank, where people make it very very negative. They get it. They get people off the main purpose of financial independence. Financial independence should not be the reason why relationship crumbles. It should not be. Financial independence should bring relief in the family. Should
yeah,
bring kind of unity to bring the kind of you know a means that either the spouse can be like, oh yes, I'm happy that my wife is moving well. I'm happy that my husband is doing well. But it should not be the recipes to crutch relationship. That is not the intention. So if and I agree when it says that it also helping to kill relationship, to dismantle long-standing relationship. And in my opinion, it is due to ignorance that these things happen. Financial independence sometimes somebody told me once, uh, God allows certain things to happen because He knows had it been the other side of it, that person would have been completely in disobedience, would have been worse in the world. So sometimes God allowed that person to just be financially, destitute. So you become a beggar through all. Because by the time you start getting money, you start becoming wealthy, you will be involved into a lot of things. I mean, that's the other side of it. I disagree with that kind of analysis too. But financial independence, people abuse the kind of opportunity. For
yeah,
example, you start to work. I mean, you had a very humble beginning. Only at the time you never had resources on your own. Many times it happened in the African sector or let's say the immigrant community. You came from somewhere back there. You guys were not like making the money. Only the man was doing something better, taking care of the family. You get in the Western community, you start to work, your first salary, you start to see your own salary, and then start to stand tall against your spouse. These things help to kill that relationship. In fact, after practicing these things and divorce will take place and you become like you reach certain age, you start to remember, oh my God, I made mistake. I made mistake. And by that time, it's going to be late. It's going to be totally late. So if you are in your early 30s, for example, 20 early 30s, and because you start to get money instead of respect your relationship, the men suffered a lot and become to go back, pull back. After that, you go to John. John look at the same behavior, pull back. You went to Paul. Paul look at the same behavior, pull back. When you reach your late 40s, you start thinking, oh wow, I made a mistake. I think I need to sit down. By that time, everyone will start dodging you. Everyone begun to dodge you. In fact, anybody who sees you says, that lady, she's not, that's why we call veteran. That's the veteran community there.
Wow, I didn't know that's what that meant.
That's
I
the
heard, I heard a group of men saying that at some African party.
oh
They
my
were the lady
God.
party, the veteran. I said, oh my God, these
Don't
people
allow,
are.
don't allow any group a group of men to call you veteran. And they call you veteran.
I was sitting on the other side just minding my business. You know,
Nothing
they're
but
drinking, they can be loud. They were just loud, laughing. The woman, she giving everybody hugs. She was
oh
really
my
nice, though,
God.
very pretty, hugging everybody. And I said, the veteran enter. I didn't understand it. Now I get it.
That's the veteran. That's the veteran. This veteran, veteran is a definition for veteran. You know that. So breaking that to social, terrain. That is it. Nothing you think you know that lady doesn't know. So she's a veteran. Just imagine somebody that had that experience with more than 3 men. Who are you? You are no one. So such a person, I mean, you may sincerely be wanting to get yourself settled, but you know what? Your name is veteran. Nobody's going to be serious with you. In fact, they know you. They know who you are. Nobody's going to be serious with you. Yeah, much as you put in time, you're doing everything possible to sit down. John will be saying that's veteran. I don't care what I do. She will not appreciate it. So it's
Yeah.
like financial independence. It be something to unite, something to bring you together in your family, not something to divide you. And this is not only female. A lot of men also do. A lot of men also do. Men, some of them, their spouse will not know how much they make.
Yeah. Oof,
It happens a lot. And because the
so bad.
poor little girl feel that when she leave that home, she may not get somebody better or somebody like you or somebody that she will be comfortable with. She sit and grieve, sit in there and start to think and start to grieve over that. You get money. In fact, some men when they get money, that's the mean time they start to, become so violent in the home. They don't care. So these things are both sides. And I feel that we need to look into it. Like socially, we speak like this clear to people and other people be able to understand from that perspective that both sides, it's not good to be like, hide your resources from your partner and these things will not help you.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you so much for that. I learned a lot just now. So I want us to look at people choosing love versus need, right?
Mhm.
So in the modern society, a lot of people will say, they're only getting to relationship now because of love. And compared to back in the days, there was the need there because for financial security and all of that, um, the role kind of switched, even though modern women don't want to believe that there's still that man role and then there's a woman role, but reality still stands. And I've been seeing a lot of video, which I feel like the table is turning a little bit. We're probably going to head back to our mom's days, like back into our mom's days. The reason I say this because I've seen a lot of video where a lot of young women start to compare on these shows and say, why would I want to struggle while I'm pregnant? Or why would I want to be doing this when I can just be at home, take care of the kids and my husband work? Like I want him to be in charge. And then you hear people say they saw you're the wrong thing for feminism, you know, like, so in my opinion, I think we're going to divert. We're going to go back to how traditionally how relationships supposed to go, but it's going to get worse first. Then it gets to that because a lot of women are starting to realize that the modern society have robbed us because they've taught us that we need to be independent and we can do this all by ourselves. We can have children and still go to work. We can do this, but we're sitting down and thinking about it. It's like, okay, if our kids were working and that most of majority or most of the kids are ending up dying young, they're not getting proper care because somebody else is raising them, what's the point? You know, like what is the point of us having all this, but the people that we're working for to give it to them, they're not really living longer to enjoy it because a lot of people are bearing younger, you know, people nowadays. So it really made me feel good because I'm somebody who believe in the traditional way of life, even though I still believe women should work, but I still believe that it can be a balance. You know, both people can work in a partnership where, you know, the woman don't have to work compared to the man, but she can still work a little bit to help with the domestic things at home to take care of those and still raise the children to be better human being in society instead of that. So the question is, if people now looking at where we're at right now, everybody's choosing relationship based on love and not need, but then now it's getting us to this level. Why do we even need relationship then? If you know, if why do we even want the relationship? We're saying love is not enough, but we want the need part, and then we're saying, well, I don't need you. I'm being grown to be independent as a woman and as a man. I don't need you, but we're still searching after that relationship. Why?
So, do you want me to take a which one? You want me to go first, right?
Yeah, you take
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Written
So,
by, I don't know.
so
Anna is back too.
question, why, with all this, why then
Yeah,
we need relationship? You know,
yeah.
the purpose for relationship was is made clear in the Bible. Those of us who believe in the Bible, who believe
Mhm.
the Word of God, it was clearly established. God made the beautiful Word, and everything in it was there, but still, He was not certified. He made human. Human began to live in the garden. All of these things were happening. God still saw the man to be incomplete. And in my own understanding, God did not just go anywhere to take or to make this lady. God did not go take, I believe God would have taken one good tree, break the tree, and just breathe into that tree, and then that tree become
Right.
a lady. God could look at animal and just get the animal, turn the animal into a human being, become a lady, give it to the man. God would have done anything anywhere. In fact, matter of fact, God made men from the dust.
Right. He could have made another human
You
being
could
from
have
the
made
dust.
another human being from the dust and said, look, two of you can move around. But interestingly, that's where it caught my attention. Interestingly, he placed the guy to sleep, went deeper, right side his heart, and
Mm,
took a bone, saw his heart to
mm.
make female. That interprets a lot to anybody who will read with understanding and think beyond why should we love? Why should we become a get together?
Right.
So the purpose of it is clear. it was made. Coming together should be established on love. That is my own understanding of it. Coming together, married, anything should be based on love, unconditional love. Everything else may be necessary, but they are secondary. They should not be the primary root cause of you both coming together. If this guy has all of the word resource Y or resources Y, and then he decide to marry you, and you look that this guy is a wealthy guy, I'm going to marry him because my family going to be this. Yes, but that the days are counting. The day you get together, you start counting the days that you're going to depart from that relationship.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless of any wealth for that matter. So our parent, they did something out of ignorance. I can say that. God helped them to live with it and go with it. But you know what? Love became like start to grow after getting together. That one of the things that you cannot, discount in relationship.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get into relationship for certain things, but by the time you get there, the love start to develop, love start to take over the kind of a thing the kind of a thoughts you had getting to that relationship is start going away, start, getting abolished. And then afterward, you're going to see yourself that, oh wow, I never knew I would have stayed with this guy. I thought
Yeah.
I would have come and just go away. So yeah, we should like marry, come together based on love. Our parents, maybe some of them they used to give the female to those men, those heroes those days, just because they are strong and they can conquer, they give them to them and carry them. But these things were not they were not good. But I think, in my opinion, love should be the root cause of marriage, and afterward, everything will follow it. But not forceful, relationship. Sorry, 1 minute. Those people, like we will see people like come up with video. Oh, you have to do this. After all, you got to sit home, take it. It's nice. You can still contribute when you sit home. Matter of
Yeah,
fact, sitting home is contribution. You know that.
it
If you
is.
stay home, you helping your spouse. I mean, immensely. Just think, if you are home, like Africa, the men are working, but you know what? You are home. You cook, you clean up, you take care of the guy, many other things.
It's
Like
a lot of work though.
I'm able to wash my own clothes. Many times, my wife does those things. So what happened? So all of these things, the female is helping. So you can think that by you staying home, I mean, that's a need. It's not love. No, that's love. In fact, that's love. That's the one that make you to stay home.
Absolutely, absolutely. Rachel, you want to add anything to it, or I should go to the next one?
Yes, pretty much said it. Yes, it is pretty much about love. The need aspect is just extra. It's just the cherry on top. Because at the end of the day, that need is just you feeling like you need to do that. But it's not as if they're forcing you. You have to pretty much do it from the love that is in your heart.
Yeah,
You are willing to do it. Nobody's gonna force you, because if you're doing it based off need, then at the end it's just a recipe for disaster. Because then it's gonna
right.
create conflict and all that in the future. So yes, I do agree with love.
I agree. So I have this one where we talk about modern relationship trends, right? We're seeing higher rates of single living people. People just don't, a lot of people want to be in situationship. They don't want to be attached. They don't want title. I found it very interesting. There was a video with Steve Harvey, and this lady, she's been dating this guy for over 15 years. And she was asking a question to Steve Harvey. She said, he doesn't like title, so I don't want to put a title. We're not boyfriends. We're not, boyfriend, girlfriend. I don't know what we really are. First of all, lady, you're confused. In my mind, that's what I'm thinking. Like, how does this sound to you? Like, like you're saying this thing. But anyways, she went on saying that he doesn't know when he wants to get married. And definitely she wants to get married and start having children. She's been waiting. And I'm just laughing in my head. This cannot be me, clearly. This cannot be Felicia. Oh my God.
Yeah, but you also got to remember, though, because I know the video that you're talking about. You also got to remember that she has technically been doing the same thing that a wife will be doing.
Right,
So
right.
from that point on, what exactly does he need to get married to you for? You are pretty much doing exactly what the wife will be doing in the first place. So he's comfortable now. It's just
Right,
a matter of that.
right. And that's what's leading me to this question, right? So I wrote some things that said people value, flexibility and all of these things. They don't want to be held to title or whatsoever. Do you think that independence is empowering love, or is it making it harder to maintain it? Do you think the more people become independent in this society, like it's making them to be like, you know what, I don't love is necessary, but it doesn't matter to me. I can get it temporarily. Like, what do you think?
That is not love.
Okay.
That is not love. Look, having a sex mate is different from having somebody you love.
True.
Sex mate is completely people sometimes
That's
I'm
called
just
friends with
really
benefits.
laughing.
That's called friends with benefits of sex mates.
That person. You want to put a flower on top of that one. But it's the truth, though. It's the truth.
I
It
mean,
is what it is.
look, it should be understood to anybody, any of our audience should understand.
Yeah.
Love is delicate. You should know what you mean by I love you. You should know what you mean by I want to marry her because I love her, or I want to marry to him because I love him. Sometimes people go into a relationship, especially people those who go into a relationship or have something to do together before getting married. Maybe they start to see the sexual drive of one of the partners is very high, and then you just get into that relationship because of that. And after certain time, when OH start coming home, then you decide, you say, no, I don't think this is what I came here for. So definitely you're going to go away because that relationship was not based on love. Like Richmond said on when you are with somebody, with this guy, I'm talking about the issue with I could still have it audience you talk about. Something like that. You're already doing something. In fact, if you say you want to get married to start having your children, so are you telling me the 15 years you've been with this guy, where you keeping yourself, there was nothing where you sexing through protection through or what was happening? You was waiting.
They live together. Apparently, they bought a house together. Everything is like what?
Still, you have not had children, and you want to get married before you start having children. Maybe you plan yourself for that 15 years to come before you have children. But the point is, when you reach to that, complacency coming. Complacency. In fact, economists will start saying, "Look, girl, I think we already okay. Why can't we take our money and just buy our house and we make our children, we make our family? Go ahead." I mean, you yourself think of what the essence of me having lavish program and stuff like this. Something will start playing on you and stuff like that. So I think The issue should not be, should I marry him because I love him, or should I marry him because I'll stay along with him, or what is the true thing that I want to go into the relationship? You're already inside though.
She said she loves him. She said, I love him. I don't
Okay.
see myself with anybody else. Okay, girl, keep waiting for another 15 years.
So
Keep
is it
waiting.
the guy does not want to marry her? What is happening?
Yeah. The guy, well, if I remember correctly, she said he gets a lot of trigger when he thinks about titling their relationship. What?
Titling like how? To say
Like
I'm a married man, is that a title he doesn't want to?
like to call him her
That
boyfriend
title ties him down. He doesn't want to be tied down by
down,
title.
yeah, by title.
That is not the issue. The issue is clear.
He
The
don't
guy
like her
does not
enough.
exactly.
It's
The guy
comfortable.
does not like that lady. That
He
is the
just doesn't want to be tied down because he feels like the very moment he's tied down, she's going to use that against him. And then at that point, he's pretty much stuck. He feels like when he does that, he's going to feel like
he
he's in
doesn't
a
like the guy, Richmond.
No,
No, like
it's not
game.
even that.
Richmond,
Yeah, I agree
he
with
doesn't
you.
like the lady. Look,
He doesn't.
he doesn't. If you want to live your life with a lady, what is it like she would tie me down? Why should that come to your mind? And oh, when I get married to her, she's going to tie me down. So where you
That's
want to
the
be? You want to
truth.
be in the air? Or you want to be
Yeah,
hanging?
but here's the thing though. We were only hearing the female side. We
Yeah,
don't
no,
know the real
I'm saying,
reason because there
I'm
could be that
saying,
there's more to it that
good.
she
That's the
herself
point
doesn't
I
know.
want us to doubt.
Right. But
That's the
we're only making judgment based on what she said.
point. The point here, if this guy, if she has done everything, holding all things constant,
Yeah.
that this lady, she's super, very good, character-wise, everything, loving, everything is super. Yet this guy does not want to sit or does not want to go into marital, or let's say married to her. You know why? This guy does not like the lady. That is, everything is okay. But the other side to it,
He
you
don't
have to
like her.
examine yourself. You may love this guy, but you know why? When the guy gets home, he just want to get out.
Yeah.
Home is
And
for
now
hell.
he's been there so long, he
He
feel
been
obligated to be around. I
there.
think he just feel like he has to be around because he's been there for so long. So he's just there and doing everything possible for you to pull the plug and leave. That's more
Exactly.
it's psychology. I don't know why some people don't think.
Really? You try to get married, the guy keep telling you, say no, you know why? No,
He's
no.
not ready.
There
Like
is nothing happening. You
Like,
should
are
know.
you asking for $100,000 wedding? I never understood that when people say they're not ready. Like, what are you
No,
talking
I,
about?
I, I think the guy. I think the guy already has a family somewhere else because 15 years. No, I think he already has a family somewhere else. He just
Now
doesn't
you're
want to talk
talking,
about
Richmond. Now you're talking. But if you remember the video, I know Steve Harvey face was like, "What? What are you talking about, lady? He does not want to be with you."
it. Yep,
Yeah,
yep. They were pretty much telling her that she really needs to pick up her life and move on because 15 years. Sure, she has already wasted 15 years of her life, but she shouldn't
Yeah,
stay there any further because that's going to be more of her life that she's going to continue losing to this guy. That she needs to
yeah.
move
Like
on with her own future.
she needs to do a lot of things. Lot of things.
self-evaluate.
She has exactly. It's not just to leave. It's because she's saying that she really loves this guy. So she
Yeah,
can't just leave. She needs to start to go at least outside a little bit, investigate what is really happening. If
Mhm.
she's doing her part, and she's doing perfectly her part, cherishing this guy, doing everything possible, everything good. She's not the arrogant type. She's not a demanding type, the authoritarian type. She's not the kind of person who is like your present, your absence is better than your present. She's not the kind of person. And these days,
Yeah. That's a good one. That's a good
then,
one.
then try to make friend with maybe this guy relative. That's
Or
a
his best friend. Know who his
that's
friends are.
that's a starting, because you directly going to his best friend. Uh, he may have problem, or that man may
Yeah, you're right.
try to identify the closest relative and make friend with them. And one thing I know, your sister will never hire your back, especially when the lady is doing well for them. They will never hire. They will never hire your back.
I'm one of those sisters. Actually, my brothers, oh my gosh, I'm torn in their flesh.
They will never hire back. You woman, what you doing? That guy, he offer different thing. So you have to
And
go
literally,
out
now
there.
I don't talk in their things anymore. But before, oh, if you are the sister-in-law, you come to me, I will spill the tea. I will
Exactly.
tell you everything.
So
Don't mind him. Don't mind him. Or Felicia, are you the baby? Why are you always ruining people's stuff?
so yeah, so that is the issue for me. I cannot just generalize that the guy has a home. What I can say is the lady needs to do her homework, look at herself,
Yeah.
check her own self, and if she feel that she's okay, let her get a close friend to examine her. Her close friend, her own friend. Some friends will tell you, "No, you know I'm a man. This is what happening." Or you girl, this is what happening. What you expect that man to do? You're doing all of these things. Then you ask the guy to marry you. That guy will not do it. Some friends are very bored to people.
They need a friend like me because
Some friends are bored. They want to tell
if I
you.
walk into your house is a mess. I'm telling you. I
Mhm.
would tell you. I would tell you if you're telling me you're cooking, he doesn't want to eat, and he come home, he just like we're gonna talk. You need cooking lesson? Come to LIB 101.
I mean, that's it. Yeah, sure. That's it.
Or you're not. But I will for just to play the devil's advocate, I would say what I've noticed a lot of women when we're about to get into a relationship, I'm gonna do it like a whole thing, right? The care we give ourselves is so top notch, it's top notch. We're clean, everything is this and that. And then once we get into the relationship, a year or two,
Oh man.
that's when you start seeing all the true
Oh
colors.
man.
Everything is a mess. Even to brush the teeth is war. Like, seriously? Oh my gosh. I knew someone like that. Um, and I used to tell one of our other friends to be the person to tell them because if I said it, we won't be friends anymore because I don't know how to sugarcoat it if I'm going to tell you. If you, especially if I come to your house and you offer me food one or two times, because she complained that, oh, whenever you guys come over, you never want to eat. And I asked, do you want to know the truth? And she stood and looked at me like, what are you talking about? I said, I'll let somebody else tell you because you're not ready for the truth. Because for me, if I'm going to enter into your house, the way it look, it tells me if I should eat or not. If your kitchen is a hot mess, it tells me if I like for people to judge me too. So if you're complaining, because she used to complain a lot about her, at that time, I think they were dating her boyfriend or whatsoever. He doesn't eat at her house. He doesn't want to stay there. They should always be at his house. So I'm like, have you ever asked like what the reason is? Maybe you should check. But her cleanliness was not really the best. And some people wouldn't tell you the truth, but it's true. You really have to pay attention to that. And later on, she find out when the guy broke up with her, he told all the friends that yeah, her hygiene is not good and she's not very clean. And I think a lot of women are so egotistical in a way they think because they dressed up nice out, they look really good and it smells good and they're fine. They can put a perfume on, but you know, people notice those things. So if you have those type of issue, it's good to have friends that will be honest with you and take constructive criticism because then it end up somewhere else. So
I would tell any man for that matter that
yeah,
is not married. If you are not married and you want to marry the person you love, don't just break up with the person immediately because she's lacking I can say like cleanliness or taking care of
mhm,
herself, something. Because you know why? There are some,
right,
not everybody you see like that
yeah,
understand certain thing. Be able, once you love that person, be able to be bold to that person. And that's a test of that relationship.
mm,
If you can tell, oh yes, if you can tell that person something in confidence, and that person take it very seriously and work on it, that means you got a very good home. But
that's true.
if you just judge that person because apparently you met her in a club or you met her somewhere in a church, she was so beautiful, smelled nicely, and was so good, you decide to invite her, take her somewhere, and after you enter her house or you get to know about her, and you decided to pull back because she's lacking certain thing, it means you don't love her, you don't completely.
Yeah,
You just want to play her off. I cannot back such a person. If you really love that lady, invite her. Don't go to her house, but invite her. Go to some take off on a dinner and just be frank. Look, girl, I call you here so we can talk something. This is how I'm thinking to take this relationship. So I'm not here to play mess with you.
that's true.
There are something that I think we got to work on it together. I mean, don't present it like you want to criticize her. Present
Yeah,
it like you understand certain thing, and that thing is not working, and you want both of you to work on those things to get it working.
that's true.
You can take that on another level, discuss it, honestly discuss it. In fact, when you bring it from that perspective, you get that lady, she will be so much submissive to the level that she's not going to be so at that point you're really getting deep into that lady, and that lady is going to understand you that really this guy want me to be with you, want to be with me. So
That's
walking out of the girl's life, you are not helping her. You create a lot of problem, psychological problem. If the girl loves you so much, you will see the girl will keep talking about you, keep talking. And when if you don't take time, she may do something that you will not like.
I agree. I agree. But
You
I didn't even think he liked her. I think he was just passing time.
exactly. I mean, you're right. You're right. That's it. That's it. If
But
you
she really liked him. She really
uh-huh.
did like him because she talked about it all the time. But I was
Seriously,
like, oh
my
well.
guy. Apparently, one thing again, see, if the guy likes this lady, he never had confidence that he could change things if he talked to her. So he suffered from that kind of a problem,
Yeah,
understanding. Maybe there was no experience. He never knew the way out. He did not talk to a counselor. He did not talk to somebody. He did not. Sometimes it's good to discuss with somebody in confidence. Look, my man, I like this girl, but this is what happening. Or look, you girl, I like your friend, but this is what happening.
true.
Sometimes you can I mean find your way through that. But going away from that person will see nothing, and she will not change. And it could be another problem that going to cause a relationship in the future.
I agree. Welcome back, Anna.
And there are a lot
I'm
of stuff
here.
here that you need to contribute to. So you don't
You
just be going
guys,
on.
you guys have been talking, and I'm just listening. I don't know when to jump in and when not to
Right
jump
now
in.
you gotta jump in right here.
You can
Okay,
jump
so
in
what?
now.
Ask me the question.
No, we were just so on the next one. Let's talk about emotional needs because we're on the topic of is financial independence killing the need for long-term relationships. So emotional, I have this last part, well, no, second to the last part where it talks about emotional needs still matter money can cover your bills, but it can't replace companionship, intimacy, support, shared support. Financial independence may change the need, right? But it doesn't erase human connection. It
That's
can
true.
simply it can simply raise the standard for why people choose to stay. Like, if
Yeah, it's
I,
true.
like to say example, I have all the money in the world, but I don't have that companionship. This
Yeah,
is why, yeah, go ahead.
so I was gonna say money can't buy love. It can buy you to stay with someone, but it would long term the relationship is not gonna last because one, there's no connection. Two, there's always humans, we're never satisfied, right? And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes they say love keeps you there, but if that love was not there, the original reason why you got in that relationship is no longer there. You find yourself having a void. You feel like you're missing something.
Yeah.
And so I think it's very important that before you date or marry someone, you should have some level of interest because they say grass is not green on the other side, right? And sometimes what you think that Lamborghini that you were going to may be sweet for you to show off with your Gucci, the Chanel's and stuff. At the end of the day, you realize that you're missing happiness because that was not you didn't have that connection in the first place. So I think I'm one of those people that believe in dating and marrying rich men, but over time I've realized that there are times in relationships when they have ups and downs in relationships, right? And if you were in it because of the Lamborghinis and the Chanels, you realize that during those down moments, you find yourself wanting to leave, and you don't, and even when you do leave, you realize that you weren't really happy and you feel much better leaving than staying. So I think that when, you know, the rich or the Lamborghinis may be good for short term purposes,
Yeah,
not long term. Long term, you need something that's tangible, something that you can, you can, even if they don't have money, you can still be with them. So that's where that need, the Lamborghini will help you with the need, but at the same time, need is not everything, you know. So
I agree.
that's what I would add to that. Peterson, did you have any other questions that you might want my? I want to say this though. To
Mm-hmm.
I know people might bash me on the comment section, but I want to say this for younger women, younger girls that may be looking at people for that have money, or what is it, the financial need to become stable. You really, really have to tread because a lot of people nowadays are dangerous. Back in
True.
the day, you could use a man to fund for your future. But nowadays, my dear, you have to be very careful. People get kidnapped and all the like. So make sure that you learn a skill. You make sure that when you're in good terms with people, you treat people nicely. People would take you where you need to be without you having to be in an intimate relationship with them. So all those rich men that have Lamborghinis, make sure that you can be friends with them, be nice to them, be kind to them. You don't have to sleep with them for them to fund for those things that you need. You can be nice and eventually explain your situation, and from your character, they would want to invest to help you get to where you want to be. You don't have to be in romantic relationships to get those things anymore. People can be genuinely nice and give you what you need without you being intimate with them.
I agree. I agree.
Totally agree with you.
Yeah.
For me, I totally agree with you. Yes, the only thought I was like laughing was They kind of about thinking of yeah, Richmond, Barry and Richmond. Yes, I think those
We
things
all
happen.
thought that though.
I think these things happen those days. It can be that way, but right now, especially I don't know those African movies and what have you. Richmond could attest to it. He from Nigeria, if he from there.
Yeah.
The kind of African movies are always scam. The rich people get married to be able at least sacrifice the other lady, sacrifice two, three ladies, and then before they get a real wife. I don't know, but I mean, I just try to perform there, right? But actually, get into thinking, having that kind of thinking to get married to the rich person is something that is relative because it's good when it goes well for you, but many rich people have very bad character, and as
Yeah.
such, you who like want a little poor, very humble beginning lady with a family that are contented with what they have and want to see that their daughter do better, and you put yourself into certain thing and you get there, you can't come from there anymore. Your face is being batched every now and then, and something like that, you won't feel good. So what I can advise any young person is you can get into the relationship that you love and you know the person loves you. That's why you are able to do some work, earn money, be able to do just be satisfied with whatever you get and what you
Yeah.
that is sufficient. The aspect of rich in this, I mean, those things, yes, but you know what? They get the outside of things. Anything for that matter, you get it inside. Get it inside. So responsibility goes with whatever you got. The low thing you got, the lower responsibility you get. The higher you get, the higher responsibility you get. So I just want to say about that. But I really say yes to you. Like, oh, what you say, yes, absolutely.
Yeah. As we talk about this topic, it just my mind can't stop going to Regina Daniel. Maybe we should do analysis video about that. And I will want River Says Pro to be on this show because when we talk about that, because I know there was one time where River Says Pro used her as an example that this young lady was in a polygamy marriage and she was really living the life. But that goes back to us about influence, or right, online. What
Mm-hmm.
we perceive out there, what looks like it is not what it is.
Yeah.
And the things that I'm reading and I'm seeing online, I'm like, oh my Jesus, this is bananas. Like the things that she's sharing that she went through in that marriage. She got married at 17 years old
Mm.
to a man that's like three times of maybe 20 times her age.
Oh wow.
And he's rich. He has other wives, and he came online. He's a senator. Came online, posted there that she's on drug use. She has to go to rehab because she had put a video out. When apparently she got abused, she was being beaten, and it's a whole commotion online, right? So when you just said that, that takes my mind there. Like people that have money and influence and power, they have that power to do whatever. And now she's a 24-year-old young lady with two children, and the husband has taken them. And now, it's just a mess, like a whole mess online. And I'm just praying, like, God, let my children, anybody connected to me, never ever have to experience anything of that matter, because it's like, I don't know if I was her. The whole world knows your business, and is not beautiful. But she was the same person online saying she'd rather cry in a Lamborghini than to be poor.
You see that?
So, it's like, what do you say? So, riches, I don't know why we all don't really learn as human beings. Being rich does not solve all the problem. Like, they have serious problems as well. So, but yeah, I just said that to let people know. Yeah, we all had the mindset. I remember I was like, yeah, I would rather have a rich guy. Fortunate for me, I had to figure that out real fast because like they said, whatever you say from your mouth, you can get a taste of it. And had the opportunity to sit and dine with people that have money, and I was like, heck no, I don't want this.
Well, God just wanted you to just get a taste of what you were like wishing to go into.
Yeah, I was like, oh, I want to be living life, traveling,
You
be a
were good.
trophy wife, and all that. And I experienced it for just a split second, and I was like, no, 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 no,
You were
no, no,
blessed.
no,
Blessed.
no. They are miserable. I don't want to be part of that. I'll get somebody we'll struggle together and we appreciate it.
And that's it. That's it. I'll tell you no lie. That's it.
And then, can I say something?
Yeah,
Sure.
I
go
know
ahead.
I'm soon gonna go to bed because I have to wake up early.
Yeah, we're about to close. Me too.
What is the last question you guys have for me before I leave?
Yeah, I think the last question is oh Lord, I got carried away. I think we're just at the closing where it talks about balancing, independence with relationship. It's not really a question like how do people balance, your independence with, your relationship? How do you balance that in this modern world and making sure that you make your relationship last?
Like I mentioned, I think with balancing independence, I'll say you can start off with acquiring a skill, right? So I'll speak as a lady. If you know what you're good at, you can start something small on the side, but also make sure you have a work-life balance. You also balance in your relationship, making sure you're putting efforts into your relationship so your relationship does not feel like you're spending all your time at work and neglecting your work. But also, you want to, they say don't put your eggs in one basket, right? You want to make sure that if things go wrong, because things happen, you're able to still sustain yourself and not feel like you hit rock bottom and can't get back up. So I think that just being able to have something going for yourself outside of your relationship is very important, even if it means for you to associate yourself with other like support groups, you know, like learning, like doing like club, joining clubs where you can learn skills. Yeah, that would be my advice. And just remembering that, today you could be supporting your partner could be doing so well, and tomorrow he loses everything and you have to support him.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that is the other side of it, and she pretty clearly said it.
Yeah.
I want to speak on the other side of it.
Thank you guys. Have a wonderful night. I'm so sorry.
No
It's okay.
problem.
Thank you. It's really late too, actually. I just
Uh,
realized.
Bye
Here,
bye.
here from my end here, when I get to see around 9 like this, I know you guys are in 11.
Yeah.
It's getting 12 o'clock now. So
Yeah.
I just want to quickly look at it from that end that um to make sure that you balance independence. The relationship, it should not only be on the side of this person is doing this to prepare. Maybe you may miss on something, then I replace you. But when we are together as husband and wife, how can we understand that I have my independence in as much as I'm in this relationship? How do my independence support or really understand that my independence should be respected. I would say that both of us should recognize the value that we bring on the table. Recognize the value we place on the table. What do I mean? I should know that my wife is an expert in certain things, and she must be able to discharge that responsibility, and that should be void of me having sentiment against her. My wife should understand that this is where I'm coming from, and I should be respected in that way. If my wife is she's a nurse, she go to work, and I should understand that anytime she will have some other emergency, she may not come home soon, she may have these things. I should understand that and sincerely trust that that could happen. That's her independence. And so she helping the home through these things. I should respect that. My wife should also have that trust and confidence that yes, I'm exercising this responsibility. So indeed, I should be able to do that. So if you understand from that perspective, you will define that on how you manage your resources, home, and all of these things. Yes, I recognize that she's able to do this and all of this. So when we put this thing into perspective, our home is going to go smooth. There will be no noise because I know if you are not here, you are going to work or you go to your friend or you go to do these things, it's not going to spark or any confusion. But if I cannot do that, then of course we are gearing towards serious, problem. That's where
Absolutely.
the trust issue came in. He's talking about, oh, what? The person making money, the person don't know. That is why. That's it.
Yeah. That one I still can't get over it. I don't even see the day where I would be in a relationship. One, you don't know how much I'm making, and we're just living like, oh, it's end of the month. Yeah, this is my share. Like, we're not doing that.
When
I'm
I'm
not.
sitting there looking at you, I beg you, man.
No,
It's
I'm
not
saying
possible.
like they'll say, well, here is my share, and then the
Oh
woman said,
God.
oh, you get a share of the light bill.
What?
What? It's happening. It's happening. I'm telling you, it's happening
Oh,
in this America. It's happening. It's happening. And then the other person said, well, I was gonna short this month, but one or two things. I
oh
don't
my
have
God.
enough. I'm like, what? You have children you're raising, and this is how you're living? This is mind blowing. I
Well, that is it. Wow, Richmond just left.
I think his network. It's mind blowing.
It
It's
shouldn't be.
happening. I'm telling you, it's happening as you and I are speaking. I have seen it in my own eye. I've sat there, hear them saying, I'm like, huh?
I mean, we are roommates. For God's sake,
And
that
this
is
is before I even got married. When I started hearing these things, I was like, there's no way any man I getting married and he's going to be telling me, where's your share? Where's your share?
share of what?
Share of the rent, share of the light bill, share of the internet bill, share of this one. Like, what? What are you talking about? Their money is in the account. One person is assuming responsibility to check and make sure it's paid. What are you? We're not. So when me and my husband got together, this was some of the things we discussed. I said, if you have the African mentality, whereas we're doing this roommate thing, he's like, what are you talking about? I said, this roommate thing that people do. Oh, where's your share? You pay half. I don't believe in that. I don't. So if you believe in that, we can just start walking away because we will not be having a relationship because that's not a relationship to me. I don't believe that's a relationship. I believe that's a situationship. We ended up together, we're living together, and we're trying to make sure we meet our obligation. That's it. If we're going to build a family, we're raising children, and I trust you enough to give you all of me, you better trust me enough to give me all of you in your account, and I'm trusting you to give you all my account information because we're on the same common goal. The money come
Of
in here,
course.
we spend it for We take care of the family, take care of the kids. We put some in saving and we pay our bills. That's how we do it. We're not doing all that little thing that people do around here. He was laughing. He's like, people do that. I say, yes, people do that. I was so
You know,
traumatized.
many men, especially level-headed men, they don't have the patience to go after the home, taking care of home, paying bills.
Yeah.
I don't have the patience. That's the first thing. So you
Well,
know when
I'm the one who process all the bills.
that's it. So sitting there and say, look, I'm doing it's gonna be a fun to me. It's gonna be a fun, seriously. So why am I going? In fact, going to pay the children's school fees, going to buy this thing for children. I never imagined when I just you know
Yeah, he doesn't do any. I'm the mama accountant here.
that's
Like
it.
I make sure everything is paid. So if I forget to set something on payment and he gets the email, first of all, we have access to all the emails. So if you see something, it's like, hey, did you forget something? I'm like, no, I didn't. Well, I just seen the email. Oh man. So then I have to be up late at night doing it. But I don't understand. Like I don't think people should do that. And I feel like it set people relationship up for failure. If
Sure.
people are doing that, they need to stop. This is why we don't have enough money because everybody's trying to do here and there. You don't know what's really coming in the house and what's going out because everybody's trying to hide. If you have to do that, your relationship need counseling, in my opinion. Like you need to sit down and you need to start talking about is it that you don't trust me or you don't understand how this whole thing works. Let's figure it out.
That's it. That's the other side to it. Yeah, that's what I keep saying. People
Yeah.
based on ignorance. If you
But
don't know,
that's the major issue in the whole Western world right now. It's not just African. I think like overall a lot of people have
mm,
this, well, I don't want him to see my money. I don't want her to see my money. And it's like, what? So what's the point of getting married? I don't understand that. What's the point of getting married? You should just live together as, friends with benefits and just,
maybe so, maybe
you
so,
know, oh, I live in my area, you live in your area.
and
But
maybe
anyways, it's 11:33. Let's try to close. I gotta prepare for the kiddos in the morning.
I know, right? Yeah. So yeah, that's it. It was a nice one. It
It
was nice
was.
actually. The discussion it went all corners. Went took the social, the social life circle, came to the traditional circle, got into
Yeah.
the Western Western circle.
So we're all over tonight.
Yeah, we're all over tonight. So that was so great. And I just want to say that to close up with this, we discuss and we express our opinion. While it is true that these opinions are based on experience, yes, it is ours. You can think about yours. If you think it's okay, you can borrow something from any of us opinion. That is totally fine, but we are not responsible for whatever you
Yeah.
want to take and do. It is yours, and it is only you. It is only your own idea. So, thank you so much for listening to us. But young people who are looking up to get married, I try to open your mind. Make sure don't just see the soft part of the person you love so dearly, and you just pull up. Make a attempt as early as possible. That's a test of that relationship. If that person is going to be so submissive or committed to the true love, if you see the soft side of that person, be open up, be able to engage the person. It can be the male, it can be the female. Be open to that person. Put the put the person in your own shoes and discuss the issue like you're discussing yourself. Find a solution that you find a solution to your own problem. With that, you're going to set up for a good, relationship, not a failure. I would say that for sure because yes, that's the only way you can build a relationship. If you run away from the relationship you love so dearly only because the lady forgot to brush her mouth today, then of course You are not going to solve any problem in a relationship. If you want to run away from a relationship because the woman cooked today your first dish she gave
So
to
fast.
you, apparently salt was too much, and that was not what you like. And you were not able to even mention a little bit in a joking form. Damn, the food is so sweet, but it's salt. So,
That's something my husband would do. I did that once.
of course, if you are able to see these things, it means you don't like the lady. I mean, yes, man, to cook is not easy. Taking care
It's
of yourself,
hard.
especially living like you're living on your own. So you may overlook certain things. So the third party or the second person coming in may have seen that thing you overlook. So be open up and just say to something. That person, you correct that person, you put a person on a guy or on his guy. But if you walk away, you damage that person's life because she or he will never know the reason for which you go away. And she's going to be like a stupid person to herself or himself, loving somebody that the person is not even thinking about. So yes,
That's
I would
true.
just like to end that way. You must be able to be open up as you identify something in your relationship that you love so dearly. Thank you so much, Fee.
Thank you so much. Thank you for that. I don't really have much to add other than I passed out one day. I don't even know what I was
So
thinking.
just imagine if he has left you because of that thought.
No, he knew I could cook though. But
Yeah,
there was
okay.
one day I just like I don't know what happened. Papa, he likes tabagi, so he said, "Can you make me tabagi?" I said, "I'm not from local. How am I supposed to make this thing?" Oh Lord! So I went on YouTube watching all this video. Finally, I said, "Let me try it." But now I'm the best tabagi cooker. What?
You see that?
I
That's
make sure
it.
I master that stuff. I go
Yeah.
make the thing, I season everything, make this separately, go make it. He said, "Wow, the other food really good, but yeah."
I like that. Oh God.
I was just looking, I was like, what? What's wrong? He said, "Nothing is good, but that's not just to get easy on the salt. By the time we get, oh, high blood pressure."
Oh
It
my God.
was so funny. It
Yes.
was funny the way he said, then he said, "Don't pass to the sea tomorrow, okay? Just make sure you stay on land."
That's great. That's great. What to be able to do these things. I
Yeah,
mean,
but it was so funny, and it made me, even though I felt bad, but I was like, "Oh, you're funny, whatever."
that
Next,
was
I said, "Next time you should call. Let's see how it tastes."
yeah.
But yeah, I think you said it all. The only thing I can only add is make sure you're financially independent in a way. Your mindset should be financially independent. Um, do like what Anna said. I agree with that. I think even if you want to get married early and you're like college is not for you or whatever, have a skill. Have a skill. I think both men and women should have a skill that even if you cannot work in your field, there's something you know how to do to survive. I think everybody should have some type of skill that you do. Do you
Sure.
know how to cut hair? You
Yeah.
know how to braid hair? Because I will tell you, braiding hair saved me a lot. It gave me a lot of money at some point in my life. So if you have some type of skill set that is valuable to society, you are doing a great job for you and your family that you're going to create. Also, I think if you and your partner are getting married, make sure you go to a financial literacy seminar or somewhere, ask someone, let them show you about money, how you can handle money properly, and everybody should be okay with, you know, just that. Because I would teach my kids the same thing. My daughter, if you're going to get married with the mindset of what everybody have right now, you better change it because it's not going to work. You can't do that. So that's all I'm going to add. I think we said it all already. Thank you
So
guys. Thanks everybody. I hope River says Pro is okay. We haven't seen him on this whole weekend. He's
mm,
probably busy. I'll reach out to him this week. Um, Thank you. There was a brother that wanted to come on earlier, but he was busy. Alvin, he really liked it. He said morally we should, it's all about morality, how people morals are, and I agree too, with that. So, with that being said, you guys have a very, very
Yeah.
nice and safe week. Thank you so much. Always great having Peter sing on the show. I know you had your inauguration. You didn't invite me. It's
Oh
okay.
my God, we invited you. So your co-host deliberately refused to come to our program, and
Oh,
he just diluted the importance of our program to you guys. None of you guys ever
no, my plan was to come. I
oh my
really
God.
wanted to come, but I will come to Canada. I will
It
come to
was,
Canada.
it
I have
was
to
so
make a
great.
trip to Canada.
It
You
was
know,
great. The program was so great.
yeah, but congratulations.
Thank
Super
you.
excited for that. I know you do great. Thank you for teaching us about money on here because we need it. We need it.
Sure,
Uh,
sure we have.
yesterday too was a really great show. I really wish you could have made it
Yes.
on. It was
I, I shortly, follow you, but something just took me over. I was sometime when I'm not coming, and Miss had a lot going
I
on.
know, I know, I know.
I said, wow,
But
what
there was
was
a lot of great information about jobs and things like that. Jimmy did an amazing job yesterday.
it?
But yeah, thank you so much
Jamila,
for coming on. It's always a pleasure.
I have question for him, but it's going to be behind the scene.
Oh, I asked him yesterday. I said, Jimmy, when are we coming to your wedding? He said, Felicia, let's go back to the topic.
I-
So,
yeah.
so we'll be praying for Jimmy. We'll pray for him. The eligible bachelor on here. But yeah, thank you everybody. Thank you to our audience that's gonna watch later.
So,
Appreciate each and every one of you. It's always a pleasure having you here with your knowledge, Peterson. Really, really appreciate it. I hope these people watching will pay attention and learn something. They don't be that be bluffing. Okay. But
thank
thank
you
you.
so much.
Have a great week. Hopefully, I pray that work week goes smoothly for each and every one.
Right.
And, as we navigate this new week and look at the end of the year,
Yeah.
it's coming up.
You guys are planning for the Christmas season?
Yeah, yeah, the kids, they like it. We were even thinking because last year we started this new tradition with before the year end, we take a weekend where the kids go somewhere, just to kind of like relax for 3 days and then come back to get ready for the new year. So
Yeah.
we're looking at December to see what, because this summer we didn't go anywhere. It was a lot happening, a lot. So we couldn't go anywhere. So
With your
my
father
husband is
Donald Trump dealing with you guys.
huh?
With your father Donald Trump dealing with you guys.
Oh my goodness, let's not talk about my dad.
Your father dealing with many guys.
No, sometimes tough love is important. Tough love will toughen it up. But the shocking thing about this shutdown, it reveals so much. There's a lot of people on assistance.
Oh wow.
It really more than Liberia population. Like it has revealed a lot. A lot. I'm like, wow. But America is in crisis right now, you guys. Y'all gotta pray for us.
I mean, how it's late on your side now, though. But
Yeah, I know.
I
We'll
really,
talk about that another
really,
time, but
I really, really liking certain thing that is happening. To be frank,
me
because
too.
it's really bringing something, everything, a lot of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah, I mean, it's straightening out a lot of things and is revealing so much. There's a lot that's being revealed when you watch the news, when you walk around, even to the grocery store, the things you're seeing and hearing. There's a lot coming out. And I'm like, wow, the great America. He's really making it great again.
bye bye. I see you again.
Have a blessed night.